With texting, you have an advantage of not being in front of them. And because you're not face to face, you have the luxury of sitting in the comfort of your bed or couch without flinching an inch. You don't need to look sexy, you can be in your PJs, he's not going to see. Plus, you're also given time to respond, time to come up with something clever that'll keep him on his toes. And that's what you want him to be aroused but also intrigued by your brain and words. Number 1. Don't jump right into it. You want to get the conversation off on a sexy note, but don't jump right into it with a provocative line. Let's look like we have some skills here. I mean, if you're in a rush and text him, 9 p.m. my place. That's fine, but that's if you just want him to come over at 9 p.m. If you want a conversation with him, start the conversation off normally, and then if he asks you how you are or what you're doing, there's your moment to make the conversation sexy and naughty. Number 2. Do it when you feel like it. If you're not in the mood to have a hot and sexy conversation via text, then don't start a conversation. Sometimes we feel like we have to in order to keep the guy around, but listen, there's nothing worse than talking dirty to someone who's not into. He's going to read right through it, and it'll put a damper on things. Number 3. Take it easy with pictures. When you're trying to figure out the right kind of hot things to say to a guy over text, I know you want to send a photo of your ass to him, but this feature is about texting. I don't want to sound like a mom because I've sent photos, so I'm purely speaking from experience. You don't want to send someone photos of yourself when you don't know them. If you trust them, then you can. If not, don't do it. Number 4. You don't have to have sex after. When we dirty talk with people, there's this assumption that you're going to sleep with them at some point in time, but listen, that's not necessarily the case. Through dirty texting, you can realize that you aren't on the same sexual level, or maybe you're just doing it for fun. That doesn't mean this conversation has to progress into anything.